John Deere 772D motor grader with a dual 3D Trimble GPS system on it, running SCS 900. Just kind of wanted to share my thoughts about GPS, grade control in general. I know there are a lot of guys out there that have done it the old way forever and don't believe in the grade control stuff. They think that anyone that runs grade control can't run a machine, and yeah, that's not entirely true. I'm sure there are a lot of guys out there that have been put in a machine with grade control a little sooner than they should have, rather than actually learning how to run the machine in Bluetop, read grade stakes, all that stuff, like I did. Started running graders about 15, 16 years ago for my dad. I'd run them after school on the weekends through the summertime until I graduated and I started working full time. Been operating full time for about 8 years now. Started running equipment with GPS on it about 1.5 years ago, maybe almost 2 years now. I must say the GPS is a very nice tool to have on the machine. You don't have the need for any grade checkers and setting hubs, moving stakes, transferring grades. You got it all right there in the screen on the top of the column. As far as anybody being able to get in a machine with GPS and run it, that's not a very truthful assumption. It's still a motor grader. It'll still only take as big a cut as any other motor grader without GPS on it. You've still got to be able to get the grade close enough to turn the automatics on. It's just to help speed along that finishing process a little bit. It's nice to have that monitor in there. You can follow lines and cut contours, whatever you need to. It's all right there. You don't have to set stakes and work around them, worry about your scrapers or water truck or whatever the hell else running them over. There's also that question of accuracy. GPS is going to be good to probably about plus or minus 1/10 of a foot. A lot of times less than that. That's as far out as it will get. Which is, tight enough for most of the rough grading work you're going to do. Mass excavation, most of that's all plus or minus 1/10 when you're done. If you do need tighter accuracy than that, they do offer other systems that will get it tighter. This 772 just has a GPS on it. Our other 772 has a GPS and a sonic tracer, and then our 872 has a GPS. It's set up for the sonic tracer and also the ATS or UTS system, which is a Universal Total Stations. It runs off a Total Stations robot. And with that system, our accuracies are going to be 2 to 3 hundredths of a foot, plus or minus, which is pretty tight. That's about as tight as you're going to get at Bluetopping between your hubs. Probably tighter than you're going to get at Bluetopping between your hubs. I was kind of skeptical about the UTS at first. We started using it last summer on that interstate project we did. We had 12 miles of subgrade to cut, put foundation course on. And in that 12 miles, the state did template checks every 200 feet. So that's 26 per mile times 12. It's a lot of checks. But in those, we only had maybe 3 or 4 shots on those templates, and the templates, they take a shot on center line and then a shot every 2 feet away from center line out to the edge of the road on either side plus the shoulder. So we're looking at, I think they're 14-foot driving lanes plus a 2-foot shoulder to the median. So that was 9 to that side, and then 12 plus an 8-foot shoulder. So we got uh, 8 and 13 or something like that from center line either way. And farthest we were out on any of them was 600s, and those were very few and far between. To have that many shots and only be out 600s, at the most, that's 312 templates from one end of the job to the other. So that's pretty tight. We had quite a few that were right on. The majority of them were in that 2 to 300s, sometimes 400s. And they were all either plus or minus. We didn't have any plus and minus in a shot. They were either above or below 0. Really tight on the cross slope. Usually if we were 200 slow on the center line, we'd be 2 to 300 slow all the way across, which was pretty impressive for machine control. Also, that ATS increased our productivity considerably. If you're blue topping with hubs, you're not going to get maybe 1,000 feet a day if you're lucky. You have to have a good operator and good scraper hand, pretty fast guys on the ground chasing hubs and setting them out in front of you. And then if you only got a hub every 100 feet, which is pretty typical on state work, there's a pretty good chance you're going to have a hump or a dip in between them. I think our best day on that project, we did 10,000 feet. The main line, we cut the shoulders beforehand, but 10,000 feet of main line's a lot, considering you got to move your robot every 1,500 feet. That back to the GPS, it's just saves so much in survey costs. Having extra guys there to transfer grades and check stuff for you, and you don't have to wait on them to check grades and set new stakes. You just go. It's a pretty good system in my opinion. To being a guy that used to I guess not think much of GPS or anyone that run it. All I can say to the guys out there that think GPS is a useless tool, get in one, run it for a week, your opinion will be changed, I guarantee it. They're going to make your machines more productive, make you more productive. You got less passes, not as much wait time. Just all in all, a good system. I think that's pretty much all I have on that. anybody's got any questions, just feel free to comment or message me. I'll see if I can answer them for you. Thanks for watching.